Way, nice to meet you, Jake. My name is Dean Mowbray, and I run Scenescapeshop, which is a very small art business that specializes in painting landscapes, which is just like mountains and trees and skies and things like that. But also, I paint pictures of film scenes and your favorite scenes from the movies, things that you might have enjoyed when you went to the cinema. Um, I first started painting 2 years ago, I think it was, and it was just I happened to see a video on YouTube. Um, it was just a man called Bob Ross who was painting a nice, pretty picture. He was on television a long time ago, back when your dad was your age, like 100 years ago. Um, and his painting style, he just seemed to make everything seem so easy, and it was very relaxing and very calming watching it. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a go, and it went quite well, and I thought I did quite good at it. And I wanted to improve at it, so I just kept on going. And yeah, now I've done over 300 paintings, and it's going really well. In terms of my style, my art style, I have a very strange art style. I use oil paints, and oil paints are usually used for like traditional paintings, like paintings that you'll see in the museum of classic paintings will be in oil. Nowadays, a lot of people use acrylic paints, which are cheaper. I sort of combine the two. What I do is I use acrylic paint to like rough out the idea of the picture, and then I use oil paint on top of it, which is cool. Sometimes for landscapes, I use a technique called wet on wet, which is just basically making the canvas wet with paint first, and then painting your picture on top of the wet paint, which makes it very quick to paint, very easy to paint as well. So that's really good for mountains, trees, and beaches and pictures like that. For the film paintings, the pictures of famous film scenes, I take my time a bit more with that because I'm not very good at faces or horses. I'm really bad at horses as well. So I do take my time a bit more with them. But the words I'd use to describe my style would be quick, inspiring. I like to paint scenes that inspire people, and will make people remember the moment that they were in the cinema watching that same scene. So I love it when I'm in the cinema or I'm watching a film and like the superhero's getting beat, and then he comes back and he's stronger. I always get goosebumps, a feeling on the back of your neck when it's exciting, and you get goosebumps on your arm like Spider-Man does in Avengers. Um, I get a feeling when superheroes like come back. So a lot of my paintings, a lot of the style of my paintings involve that feeling, or try to involve that feeling. But it is a very quick style. It's a very easy style. If you wanted to try it, you're welcome to try it. But yeah, that's how I describe my style. In terms of the materials that I use for my art, other artists don't really like me very much because they like to buy really expensive paints and really expensive canvases, and they like using palette knives and stuff that are made of gold, and it's just stupid because you don't have to spend lots and lots of money to be creative. You can be creative with a newspaper if you want. You can use a toilet roll. You can use 2 toilet rolls and make binoculars. You can do anything with creativity. It doesn't cost money. So a lot of the stuff that I use is just cheap paints that I just buy from the shops in town and stuff. Yeah, very cheap paintbrushes. I use the ones like that you get free with other things, like paintbrushes on the front of magazines and stuff. A brush is a brush. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that's the materials I use. A lot of cheap stuff. I'm very cheap, basically. So, to answer your question, what special materials and tools do I use? I use the most unspecial tools and materials that I can find, and I make them special. Uh, Imagination is free. You can dream up anything, and it doesn't cost a penny. For example, a giraffe riding a bike, a banana, skipping along with a hippopotamus, a man eating the moon. A lump of cheese befriends a sausage, a Christmas tree that comes alive. A person who lives in their own maze. There you go, you see? What did it cost me? Nothing. I imagined it. Which other artists do I like? Hmm, I love and appreciate all artists. I think being an artist is very, very difficult. Everyone thinks it's easy. It's not easy. Um, and I admire anyone who takes nothing and creates something. So it's very easy in this world, isn't it? It's very easy to um, sort of tear things down or be mean. You'll have seen it yourself. There'll be bullies and things at school that they're not very nice, and they'll just want to bring you down. And it's a very easy thing to do. But what's much better in life is to build things up and make people feel good and create something rather than destroy something. It's harder to do, but you get a better feeling for doing it. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Bob Ross. I've mentioned his name. Um, Bob Ross had someone that taught him, though, as well. Bob Ross had a man called Bill Alexander who taught him. And he was Bob Ross was very, very calm and very slow and methodical the way he painted. And the man who taught him, Bill Alexander, used to say, "Take that almighty paintbrush and take that almighty palette knife, fire it in." And he used to be very passionate about his painting. Totally different style, but I like both. So yeah, there's a few artists that I admire, but I like what I do as well. So it's all well and good looking at other people and thinking that they're good, but always look to yourself as well and see the good points, the good parts of yourself as well. I realized a while ago that people are like superheroes. So in the films, superheroes, when they first become the superheroes, they're rubbish. They're really bad at it. So, Superman tries to fly and falls from the sky and splits a mountain in two. Iron Man comes out the cave in his first Iron Man suit. He's rubbish. Doesn't fly, hasn't got rockets. Spider-Man, Batman falls when he first starts. All of them, all the heroes, when they first try something, they're not very good at it. So I decided when I had first done my picture and it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, that I was going to do exactly what superheroes did and just continued getting better and better and being more and more prepared and practicing and practicing and practicing till eventually I got really good at it. I got better at it. Okay, which of my paintings is my favorite? That's a really tough question because at the end of every painting, you look back and you go, "Wow, that's my best so far." Like that's the aim. That's what you want to do. You want each one to be your best. But there's certain paintings that I love because they represent different things. So the first painting that someone bought as a print of me was my Angel of the North painting. And when someone first bought that, I was like, "Wow, this is great." So that's special to me. It is difficult to answer though which one is my favorite, because paintings aren't just paintings of the thing as well. It's tough to explain, but paintings can also represent something else. So, for example, my picture of the big blue wave isn't just a picture of a wave, it means something to me. So, that could mean something different to someone else. To someone else, it might mean nature, or it might mean just surfing, or swimming, or relaxing on the beach. But to me, the big blue wave, represents constantly keeping moving forward because the waves are always rolling in. They're always coming in. Nothing stops them. wave after wave after wave. They keep going. They keep building. They keep falling. They keep building. They keep falling. And then they build again. And then they fall again. But they keep on coming. So that painting's special to me because it reminds me when I fall to keep building and to keep coming back, keep climbing, keep rolling. And that's what also is interesting about art. Different pieces of art mean different things to different people, depending on what that person has been through in their life. So if you were to say in a room of 100 people, and you just said red, and then everyone else had to say a word that they thought of when you said the word red, you'd get people saying life, you'd get people saying death, you'd get people saying hot from hot water, you'd get people saying danger, red signs, stop from the road signs, record, like my phone's doing at the minute, little red flashing light, means many, many different things. So that's what's also interesting about art, that a picture of something isn't just a picture of the thing, it's what it means as well. And I think that's it. I think that's the end. That's all the questions you had. I hope I've answered them okay. I hope you get good marks on your homework. Keep up the good work. And if in future you're off during Christmas holidays or something like that and you feel like painting a picture, go for it. Just go for it. Grab a paintbrush, grab some paper, and just paint a picture. And get better and better and better and fly higher and higher and higher and just get stronger and stronger and stronger, like all the superheroes do. Okay? All right. Thanks very much, Jake. Take care, buddy.